From a single mom living at a motel
I had to be cheerful for the kids.
to a country music sensation selling out Madison Square Garden,
I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Naomi Judd tells us her hidden secrets.
You can't even make this fantasy up.
Plus, he survived stage 4 cancer, and now he's playing on stage at Carnegie Hall. Hear the inspiring story of music prodigy Daniel Colliner, all on today's 700 Club Interactive. Well, good morning and welcome to the show. Kelly Clark is the most decorated Olympic snowboarder of all time and recently competed in her 5th Olympic Games. Kelly came in 4th place, but she's holding on to her faith, saying her falls and her failures no longer define her. Christ does.
I love that. Kelly's known for sharing her faith with stickers on her board, such as this one that says, "Jesus, I cannot hide my love," and also stickers with just Jesus' name on it, on the board. Kelly says that she wants nothing more than to use her platform to make Christ's love known to the rest of the world.
And that's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Boy, talk about a great platform to do that. And I love seeing someone who's so young recognizing the platform she's been given and what really matters. It's impressive. Well, speaking of faith, actress Chrissy Metz is a breakout star of NBC's family hit This Is Us, where she plays one of the big three, Kate, earning 1 Emmy and 2 Golden Globe nominations. The actress will soon take on her first starring role in a feature film in The Impossible, a true story about a mother's faith from Heaven is for Real and Miracles from Heaven, producer Devin Franklin.
Well, Chrissy will star as Joyce, whose 14-year-old son fell through a frozen lake in Missouri and was declared dead for an hour. And through prayer and faith, Joyce sat by her son's bedside until his heart started beating again.
Wow.
Well, production for the movie is expected to begin in March, and you may remember this incredible story as we had Joyce and her son John on the show last year.
Yeah.
And that was a miracle.
We have the privilege of talking with people who have had some real life-changing, hands-on, God-initiated miracles happen.
And when you talk to them in person, you know, particularly the parents, and you walk with them through that struggle, where you come to the end of yourself, and you know, the angry prayer, the complaining prayer, the bargaining prayer, the God, where are you prayer, and then at the end realizing, well, he's been there the whole time, and he's been watching you through the whole journey.
And then he uses it for something bigger.
Right. And you can always tell that mark, that authenticity.
Yes.
Well, from his 2015 declaration of faith in Jesus to his tearful story of God's goodness at the Manchester benefit concert, Justin Bieber's faith has been making headlines over the past few years. Well, now Justin is using his artistic talents to spread his love for Jesus while simultaneously helping the victims of the California wildfires.
Justin created an art piece featuring a cross against a backdrop of storm clouds and told his 97 million Instagram followers that he's selling the painting called Calvary, and all the proceeds are going to go to the wildfire victims in California. That fire destroyed over 200,000 acres in the area surrounding Santa Barbara, leaving an estimated 85,000 people without power and forcing 88,000 to evacuate. It's believed to be the 3rd most destructive blaze in the state's history. I mean, it was merciless. It just kept going and going and going. And
wildfires always are, and natural disasters always are. When you get in the face of those, you just understand the raw power of nature, and you just don't want to stand in the way. But what a wonderful thing for Justin to say.
Absolutely.
I want to help those. I want to help those in need. I like to remind people the most spiritual thing you can ever do is to help somebody in need.
Another person using their platform wisely. Well, another artist is going viral. Rapper Drake recently released a music video for his new song, God's Plan, and it has taken the internet by storm and has held the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart since its release.
Drake was budgeted nearly $1 million to make a video for his new song from the label. And instead of making the video, he decided to give it all away to people in need in Miami. Well, in the uplifting video, Drake is shown surprising people at a supermarket with a shopping spree, donating funds for college scholarships, and handing out stacks of cash to people on the street. And that's just a few of the things he did. Drake says it's the most important thing he's ever done in his career, and he's challenging his fans on social media to go out and bring joy to someone. And that's a lesson for all of us.
Fun would that be to do that? Drake, I want to come with you the next time. I just want to watch it happen. I think that would be
Maybe we should
great.
get Terry on the street.
Give me $1 million, I'll go. And I'll give it away, I promise.
Yeah, you'll find orphans somewhere.
Yes, I will.
Well, a TV station is making the difference in the lives of their viewers. KIRO TV, a CBS affiliate in Seattle, Washington, recently bought $1 million worth of medical debt that belongs to more than 1,000 people in the station's viewing area.
KIRO was inspired to buy and then forgive the medical debt after reporting on a woman who was diagnosed with cancer and then was having trouble paying her medical bills. KIRO contracted with RIP Medical Debt, a charity that buys and forgives medical debt for needy patients. I love that. RIP sent letters to the viewers informing them that KIRO had helped pay their medical bills. Can you imagine the joy in Mudville when that letter arrived? Wow. I mean,
I've got health care insurance, and I get the medical bills, and
gasp.
and then you kind of go, okay,
yes.
If I didn't have insurance, where would I be?
Yeah.
And if I had something long term, where would I be?
You know what this made me think of? The year of Jubilee. I mean, it's
let's
like
forgive them all.
Yeah, we got a couple stories here where the unbelievable is happening because
Let
of
liberty be proclaimed throughout the land.
I'm for it. I'm for it. Well, country music fans know Naomi Judd as a singer behind 15 #1 hits and 20 million albums sold. But they may not know that there's another side to her story, one that nearly ended with her taking her own life.
So bad. I was actually suicidal.
And you were in your bathroom looking in the mirror with a gun at your temple.
Naomi Judd shares her darkest secrets with CBN's Scott Ross right after this. This year, the Country Music Hall of Fame is going to unveil a special exhibit featuring the Judds. Well, for Naomi Judd, it's a latest honor with a career that's filled with them. But as she told Scott Ross, she had to overcome some immense challenges to get where she's at, both before she became a star and after.
Country music duo Naomi and Winona Judd sold 20 million albums, had 15 #1 hits, and won the adoration of millions of fans in the 80s. As Naomi shares in her book River of Time, her rise to superstardom took her on a very troubled journey. You loved your daddy.
Very much.
But at one point, at some juncture, he left your family, was that it? And that did a number on you.
That's your bedrock for all your future relationships, and that's your security when you're a kid.
So you lost that.
I lost it because Daddy left us for a younger girl.
So your mother wasn't exactly demonstrative in her love toward you either, was she?
No. I don't ever remember my mom being in my bedroom. There were no bedtime stories. I don't remember her telling me she loved me or, she was a good woman. She is a good woman. She's in a nursing home now.
How did that work out in your personal relationships as you got older? How could you express love if you had never experienced love?
You've read the book.
You know what? I really did from cover to cover. I've got it all underlined.
You know what's coming. I picked guys that were completely not just inappropriate, but dangerous. When I was 22 years old, I'd already had some bad relationships.
By then, she'd been date raped, married, and several years later, divorced. Naomi did her best to make it as a single mom to two little girls, Winona and Ashley. The sacrifices you made in raising those two girls, you were living out of soup cans.
Yep.
Roach-infested motels, all kinds of. How did you pull that off?
I barely had a high school diploma. I had no job skills, and I was having to support the three of us, and I was working minimum wage jobs, and just sometimes I'd get a paycheck behind, think we were going to have to live on the streets. But I had to be cheerful for the kids. Mm-hmm. I always had, I know in the book of Hebrews, I think it's chapter 11, verse 1, where it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I always had the sense that there was something on the other side, that there was something better.
Where did music come into the picture?
Well, we started playing guitar and singing songs, Winona and I. Frankly, she was 12 and we couldn't even talk to each other sometimes. But the most incredible thing happened. We could sing together.
In 1979, Naomi moved her family to Nashville, hoping to break into country music. In 1983, she and Winona landed their first recording contract and soon tasted all that comes with stardom. Was applause of strangers for the most part, but fans, people who met you, surrounded by all that fame, fortune, awards. Did that do it for you?
I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was such a wild adventure, seeing a different city every time you woke up in the morning, getting to play Madison Square Garden, Carnegie Hall, and then to meet all these people that I'd only seen on TV or heard on the radio. It was, you can't even make this fantasy up.
Also, during that time, she married the love of her life, Larry Strickland. Then in 1991, at the peak of their career, Naomi stunned her fans when she announced she had hepatitis C and had to retire. Many years later, she battled severe depression. So when that is removed from you, where does it leave you when the next day or the next month? No more of these moments. Well, you're dealing with real life.
The phone never rang. Got so bad, I was actually suicidal.
Suicidal?
Yep.
And you were in your bathroom looking in the mirror at yourself with a gun at your temple. However, it was not loaded. But your husband walked in and saw that.
Larry's a very spiritual man.
Right.
And he's a pastor's kid. And that's when he grabbed me and started talking to me. And he said, the real identity is not being Winona or Ashley's mom or being the Naomi Judd. Your real identity is you're a spiritual being. And every problem, if you're a spiritual being, every problem has a spiritual solution. And we need to find that for you.
How did you come through that period, though? I mean, what you had a lot of care and treatment and so forth.
I'm certainly not ashamed to say that I was on some antidepressant medications. I believe there are times in life where we have to raise our hand and say, I need help. I found a good doctor.
God, Jesus said, I'll never leave you or forsake you. Do you think that's true?
Yeah. We forget we have a short memory and we're human. This morning my scripture was Isaiah 26:3, which said, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, for he trusteth in thee.
Naomi has since beat hepatitis and learned how to overcome depression. With her book and public appearances, she wants to help others find their way out too.
I have faith, I believe in God, and I've gotten through all this stuff because of those three things, my faith, my hope, and my belief in an eternal God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's so lovely. You know, I had an opportunity to interview her in Nashville in her home a number of years ago when we were doing a story on her. And she's just so genuine, you know. She just talks about her life and what's going on so openly. And she didn't know me from a hole in the wall and just welcomed me into her home. And I just really like her. You know, at this, we recently did an event for Orphans Promise, and Winona sang for us at the event.
Yes.
And talk about real. I mean, but she has found Jesus in her life because she had a dad she never knew, that was never in her life. You know, and the things that she's sharing are so rich and so true that when when life has dealt you some lemons, I mean, God can come in and fill every single one of those places in your life. Yeah. It's amazing.
And the great, amazing thing is He wants to do it.
Yes.
You don't have to convince Him.
Yes.
You just have to say yes. You know,
and anybody can
anybody.
say yes.
It's free for anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can get it.
He's a good, good father. Well, you can read more of Naomi's story in her book called River of Time, and it's available nationwide. I encourage you to read about how God has become her all.
Well, still to come, hear how a child overcame deadly cancer and then went on to perform at Carnegie Hall. He joins us live. That's up next, so don't go away. Well, Daniel is a child prodigy and a cancer survivor who almost didn't see his first birthday. Now in remission for nearly 12 years, this musician is inspiring others with his story of hope.
Daniel Colliner was 6 months old when he was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, a cancer of the nerve tissues. After chemotherapy, surgery, and blood transfusions, Daniel's cancer went into remission. To keep his brain developing, doctors recommended Daniel play music, so he began playing the piano as a young boy as part of his recovery. Now a gifted musician, Daniel made his debut last year at the legendary Carnegie Hall in New York City.
Well, Daniel's here with us, and you're a miracle, right? I mean, how much of the cancer do you remember?
Well, I really don't remember much. I remember mostly the follow-up treatments, but just getting through all of this, having only a 25% chance of survival, was just absolutely, it's a miracle that I'm here today.
What do you attribute that to?
Well, there were a lot of people praying at the time, even people we didn't know. And the doctors had run scans and they had found that the type of cancer I'd had, they could use a less aggressive treatment. And my chance of survival jumped from 25% to 85%.
Okay. As I understand it, playing the piano became part of your therapy, part of your recovery, part of the treatment plan. Why so? Why piano?
Well, because I had been so young when they had given me chemotherapy, they really couldn't tell us for sure what we were going to experience. I mean, there were possible cognitive delays, hearing loss, fine motor deficits, all kinds of terrible things that could happen. So the doctors recommended music as a form of counteracting these side effects. And my parents used to be opera singers, and they believed that the piano was the best way to start any musical training.
I would agree, yeah. And
you know, we had this rental upright piano at home, and I just sat down and started banging around, and I really loved it.
Well, what's your first memory when you really understood that you've cracked this, that you have the potential to be really good at it?
Well, I remember I went to a piano lesson. I had started piano lessons around first grade, and I just sat down and I was playing this absolutely beautiful piece. And it was just me and the music. And what I really love about music is it allows me to express myself without necessarily using words, or it's just a very unique art form.
Okay, so in first grade, you got so into the music that you got lost in it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and that's rare. Not a lot of musicians get to that, and here you are. What were you, like 6 years old at the time? 6, 7?
About 6, yeah.
Okay. All right, how did you get from that to Carnegie Hall?
Well, I had originally been studying a piece called The Cat and the Mouse by Aaron Copland. And the audition date is about a year back from the actual performance. And by the time the performance was rolling around, I had significantly improved. So I had known of this piece called The Fantasy Impromptu by Chopin. And I remember hearing it, and I absolutely loved it. And me and my piano teacher agreed that it was a very good piece to play at Carnegie Hall.
Well, for those of you that don't know Chopin, that's one of the toughest pieces of music. I mean, the runs in that are legendary. And here you were mastering it. At what age?
Well, I was 12 at the time. I recently turned 13 in December.
Okay. So at 12, you're playing Carnegie Hall and playing, I think, one of the top musical pieces for piano. As I understand it, you also play the organ.
Well, yes. I came home from a piano lesson, and I declared to my mom that I felt limited by the piano, that it just didn't do enough.
Not enough keyboards?
Yeah. So before I could say anything else, she carted me off to the local church to see the organist. I remember seeing her hands and her feet going all at the same time, playing multiple keyboards, and I just fell in love. Okay.
So is that going to be the instrument for you going forward? Or are you going to, anything that has a keyboard?
Well, I think really piano and organ are great complements to each other. They're both absolutely beautiful. They're both keyboard instruments. Honestly, I really don't know what the future holds in store for me, but I just live it one day at a time.
Haven't you been taken on as a sort of a special student by one of the top organists in the world?
Well, yes. I went to a summer organ academy at the Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York. And the head of the organ department there, David Higgs, offered to take me on as a private student. And now I sit with these college students in master classes, and it's a really great opportunity.
I can say it's more than that. And at this church, aren't you now the substitute organist?
Well, yes. I now play at St. Sebastian in Akron, Ohio. And it's really amazing. I mean, the organ there is incredible. And I get to play Mass and serve God and use my talents in front of all these people. And I absolutely love doing it.
All right. What's your favorite piece of organ music?
Well, I want to say the Bach Toccata in D minor.
Yeah.
Is, you know, the scary movie music that everyone knows. I also like the Brahman Toccata. It's really cool. The nice thing about organ, you can do so much with it because you can combine all these different stops and you can make so much sound. And it's incredible. And for a person like me that absolutely loves sounds, I just absolutely loved it.
And more than just the sound, different moods and atmospheres.
Well,
the range is really incredible.
Well, yes, and it's part of the reason why I grew to love music, is because it's just such a great opportunity to express yourself beyond words.
Okay. What would you tell children who are watching right now who are thinking about music? What would be the #1 lesson for them? Well,
I say if you work hard and you learn your pieces, you know, you might kind of hate it a little. I mean, I didn't always like practicing, but if you practice and you get really good, it can really pay off.
How do you get to that point where you become one with the music?
Well, I think it's just hearing the music and being, I always had a very strong emotional connection to music. I mean, there are a lot of just beautiful pieces. And it reminds me of my cat. We have a calico cat named Imogen, and she just like lays in the sun, you know, in the morning. And it just being able to portray this beautiful emotion just is incredible.
Yeah. The point in time where the technique gets lost and then you get lost in the music. At the same time, the technique remains perfect. Yeah, that's a moment of transformation.
Yeah, and that's really it. Yeah. Right there.
And you founded it at age 6, which I find absolutely incredible.
Well, from a very early age, I had a computer program named Pam the Piano, and it taught me like some simple songs, and I loved it.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to a great future for you, and I think definitely God has his hand on you and has put you for such a time as this. It's a wonderful story. Well, you can hear more of Daniel's story on our Facebook page. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/700 Club Interactive for a social exclusive interview. And Daniel, thank you for your story. Thank you for being here. Here's a word for you. Now may the God of hope fill you with joy and peace in believing, that you may abound in hope by the power of the Spirit.